All right, sound check here. Stevens Point Sixers, Wisconsin Rapids Rangers, Thursday, June 20th. Sound check here. Sounds good for my end, anyways. All right, welcome out here to Buchel Park here, Stevens Point. Leo Cub-Manchesky Field here. Stevens Point Sixers here will play host tonight to the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers here. And American Legion baseball, 7 o'clock start time is the plan here. Had a little bit of rain here, but certainly good to go now. We'll get our starting lineups for Wisconsin Rapids here to start things off.
Leadoff, starting left field, number 8, Brett Simonson.
Brett Simonson will lead things off here.
Batting second, shortstop, number 15, Caleb Ellis.
Caleb Ellis, he'll be hitting second out at short.
Third, catcher, number 12, Cannon Plowman.
Cannon Plowman, the third hitter here tonight catching.
Batting cleanup, first base, number 21, Brandon Lewis.
Braden Lewis over at first base, hitting fourth.
Batting fifth, left fielder, number 7, Gage Honeyegger.
Gage Honeyegger out in left field tonight, hitting fifth.
Batting sixth, on the mound, pitcher, number 24,
Carson Orheim pitching tonight, hitting sixth.
Batting seventh, playing third, number 19, Josh Orcheski.
Josh Dekarski will be hitting seventh over at third base.
Jackson Lashkowski.
Jackson Lashkowski out in center, hitting eighth.
Batting ninth, second baseman, number 6, Landon Freeman.
And Landon Freeman rounding things out here, hitting in the 9th spot, the second baseman tonight for Rapids.
Now for your Stevens Point Sixers.
And the starting lineups now for Stevens Point.
Pitcher, number 34, Noah
Noah Marshke leading things off here tonight for Stevens Point in the pitcher.
Center fielder, number 3, Peyton Fleece.
Peyton Flees over in center, hitting second.
Third baseman, number 4, Caden Adams.
Caden Adam will hit third tonight over at third base.
Right fielder, number 13, Coy Karolunas.
Coy Carlunas hitting in the 4th spot, playing out in right tonight.
Left fielder, number 20, Kyle.
Kyle Madlina out in left, hitting 5th.
Batting sixth, first baseman, number 23, Josh Opiola.
Josh Opiola playing over at first, hitting 6th here.
Batting seventh, second baseman, number 5, Matthew Ostrowski.
Matthew Ostrowski here, second baseman.
And catching, number 2, Dayton Kovac.
Dayton Kolbach
Batting ninth,
catching and hitting 8th here.
number
And
24, Caden
Caden Weinferter will get our national anthem and a brief Auto Select pregame show here. We'll get our national anthem to start things off.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in Auto Select. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, Auto Select will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
All right, we are back here. We'll get our Stevens Point Auto Select pregame show. Auto Select, which is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services. Locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East. Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you're good to go here. So Stevens Point coming off the 6-2 win last night here at Buchholz Park. They defeated Plover Black Sox in a crosstown rivalry game. Stevens Point now 6-2 on the season here. Last night, Josh Opiola had the complete game night. Pitched extremely well. Got the victory. Braylon Nystrom went for Plover last night. Also pitched well, but Stevens Point came out of here with the 6-2 victory. And, of course, the night prior to that, they had the walk-off hit by Zach Richter to win things in the bottom half of inning 7. That was a good game out here on Tuesday night. Again, our Auto Select pregame show. Auto Select, which is Stevens Point's best choice for auto repairs, maintenance, and tires. Complete auto repair services with locations on Church Street and on Highway 10 East in Stevens Point and on Schofield Avenue in Weston. No matter your automotive needs, look to Auto Select and you are good to go. So, nearly underway here. Noah Marschke will get the nod tonight. Second appearance here for the Sixers. Stevens Point 6-2 on the year. They were 2-2 over the weekend over in Wisconsin Rapids. Had the victory Tuesday night against Wausau. Of course, victory last night. And a couple wins last week as well with Merrill and Marshfield. 6-2 for the Sixers squad here. And leading things off tonight for Wisconsin Rapids will be the right fielder in Brett Simonson. Again, Noah Marschke, the left-hander, in his second appearance here on this young Sixers season here. So Brett Simonson will lead things off. Lefty versus lefty coming up here. Caleb Ellis in the on-deck circle for the Rangers. And we are underway here. Marschke's first pitch. This is just up now, so 1-0 here. 325 down the lines here and right and left. And 375. Can't say that word number technically, but 1-0 count here to Simonson. And Marschke goes 2-0, so 375 to straightaway center. 325 down the lines here. Ended up being a nice night here overall. The rain seems to have dissipated here and moved onward. So 3-0 now here to Simonson. Marschke 3-0 pitch coming up here. And a called strike to Simonson, so a hitter's count 3-1 to Brett now. Dan Lau on our production here tonight. Brandon Barroncutt on the call here tonight. 3-1 count coming up here to Brett Simonson. And a fastball in there for strike number 2. Full count now here to Simonson. Marschke working his way back from a 3-0 count now to full count. And a swing and a miss for out number 1, and that'll be the first Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout here tonight for Noah Marschke. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serb Pro for the number 1 choice and cleanup and restoration. So 1 out here now for Caleb Ellis. Another left-handed hitter here in the top of the lineup. Number 2 spot here tonight. Caleb, the shortstop. And the bunt. Marschke will field that. Fielded cleanly for out number 2. Now quickly 2 up, 2 down here for Cannon Plowman. Braden Lewis, the on-deck hitter. Marschke set the pitch, misses inside here now, so 1-0 now to Plowman. Well, the 1-0 offering here for Marschke on the way. Count now goes 2-0. Again, we saw Marschke over on Saturday against Eau Claire. Now the 2-0 offering here on the way. And a called strike 1. So 2-1 now to Plowman. A 2-1 count here now. That ball hit in the air. Opiola giving chase to that in foul territory, and he will retire Cannon Plowman for out number 3. So 3 up, 3 down inning here. Top half inning number 1. Score 0-0. Stevens Point coming up here for the bottom half inning number 1. Listening to and watching American Legion baseball here on Zaleski Sports. We will be back here in a moment.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s-themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh, with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe.
Customize your next apparel order with Maida Custom Apparel of Stevens Point. Visit us today for custom baseball and softball apparel. Need help with a design? We have you covered. Our highly skilled staff will turn your idea into a reality with great quality screen printing. Or choose from a variety of embroidery options today. Visit us at our physical store or online at maidacustom.com.
All right, back out here for the bottom half inning number 1. One of our mini game day sponsors tonight, Felt's Dairy. The culture of Wisconsin is forever tied to life on the farm. Bring the family for a visit to Felt's Dairy Store in Stevens Point. Cheeses, dairy products, local meats, seasonal decor, and so much more. That's Felt's Dairy Store. Food, family, and fun. Also brought to you tonight by S.E. Swiderski. An SES apartment or home is where you want to live, work, and play all throughout central Wisconsin, the Chippewa Valley, and Fox Valley. No matter where you live, look to S.E. Swiderski to make you feel right at home. Visit SESwiderski.com for more. Well, Carson Orheim gets the start out here tonight for the Rapids Rangers here. Carson, the Port Edwards product. Noah Marschke here. Noah to lead things off here. And he had the 1-2-3 inning out on the hill to start things off here tonight. And that pitch driven back into the fence here, foul. 0-1 here now. The 0-1 offering, and that ball fouled off as well. So quickly 0-2 here now to Marschke. Ball misses inside now. So 1-2 count coming up here from Orheim. Ball misses out, so count now goes even at 2-2. Ball hit down the line, giving chase and laying out for it. Not able to get there, but a good effort nonetheless. That's Gage Honeyegger out there. Well, count remains 2-2 here now to Noah Marschke. So 2-2 count here. Nobody on. Nobody out here. Peyton Flea is the on-deck hitter here for Stevens Point, followed by Caden Adam. Orheim's pitch drilled down the line, just past the outreached arms there for a base hit, and Marschke aboard with a single here. And that'll bring up Peyton Fleas, the center fielder here tonight. Caden Adam over in the on-deck circle here. And Fleas had that nice diving catch last night, which one of the turning points in the game, I would say. I mean, there might have been more than one, but that, had he not made the play, could have been a triple easily, and certainly could have had an impact on the trajectory of that game. But 0-1 count now here to Fleas. Marschke down at first here. Orheim working from the stretch. Right-hander Carson Orheim. Marschke going, ball hit in the air. Honeyegger coming in on it, making the call, and he'll throw it back to first. And that ball will airmail into the dugout. So Marschke will be down to second now, but one out. And that'll bring up Caden Adam here. Caden, the third baseman. We saw a number of nice plays last night by Caden. He was out on the hill Tuesday night. And Braylon Smola, the pinch runner here with one out, and Noah Marschke obviously pitching here tonight. So Smola will get the nod as the courtesy runner out at second. One out for Caden Adam here. Ball smashed foul down the third base line. Orheim 0-1 here from the stretch. The pitch misses high now, so 1-1. That pitch misses just out now, so count goes to 2-1. And Carson Orheim, that Port Edwards product, I believe we had him one of the interviews we conducted back in April. The Zaleski Sports Highlight House player when they hosted Pacelli over in Port Edwards. So 3-1 now here to Caden Adam. And smashed foul, so count now goes to full. Coy Carlunas, the on-deck hitter here for Stevens Point. Full count coming up here, 1 out. Braylon Smola down at second. Pitch misses outside, so Adam will be aboard with a base on ball. Couple runners on now for Coy Carlunas. Hitting tonight in the number 4 spot, the cleanup hitter here for the Sixers. Kyle Madlina, the on-deck hitter here for Stevens Point. Orheim from the stretch, the pitch, a called strike. So 1-1 now here to Coy. Swung on and missed, so count now goes 0-2 here to Carlunas. The 0-2 offering here. That smashed down the line, foul again here. Count remains 0-2 now here. Bottom half inning number 1. Dan Lau doing the production tonight for us. Brandon Baroncott bringing you this one here from Buchholz Park here. And Carlunas will be out on strike number 3. And the second out. And that'll bring up Kyle Madlina. He's been swinging a pretty hot bat as of late. And a called strike here to Kyle. Couple runners on base here for the Sixers, 2 outs. The 0-1 offering from Orheim swung on and missed for strike number 2 here. So the 0-2 offering here. Count on 1-2 here to Madlina. All misses high now, so even 2-2 now here to Kyle. Josh Opiola, the first baseman here tonight in the on-deck circle here for Stevens Point. And a base hit for Kyle Madlina. We'll see if they send the run back. Coach Opiola sending him home. And an RBI single for Kyle Madlina. And that is Braylon Smola scoring the first run here tonight.
Now batting number 23, Josh Opiola.
So Josh Opiola, who we saw last night, pitched a masterful game in my opinion. Induces a lot of ground balls. Very efficient pitcher. He was our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player last night. Coming away with what I believe is win number 3 already in the early goings here of this Legion season, and he's only been back in town for just under a week now. He was in Florida, I believe, for the first couple of games, so missed those first couple, but he'll foul that one back into the fencing here, so count now 0-2. So the Sixers team definitely, and a swing and a miss for strike number 3, and a good pitch there by Carson Orheim, or strike number 3, but a couple of hits, no run, or beg your pardon, 1 run, a couple hits. We will move to inning number 2, Stevens Point out front 1-0. You're listening to and watching American Legion baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back in a moment.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Rocky Rococo.
My pizza.
Pizza. Hands down pizza.
I love it.
Cheese sauce. Toppings and slices.
You'll love it too.
Rocky Rococo. Whole pie or slices. Hot, thick, chewy, crunchy, saucy. Rocky Rococo. Pizza. Rocky Rococo.
All right, we are back out here for the second inning here. Noah Marshke back out there for inning number 2. He had a 3-up, 3-down inning with one Serb-Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout here tonight. Does your roof need attention? Well, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield today. They are your hail damage experts, and they serve all of central Wisconsin with both residential and commercial roofing. If you have recent hail damage to your home or business, Seamless Commercial Roofing is your hail damage expert, and their workmanship is always guaranteed. Call them today for a free estimate. That's Seamless Commercial Roofing. Call 715-204-8103.
Batting for the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers, number 21, Braden Lewis.
Braden Lewis here to lead off the second inning here for the Rangers. And Marshke in there, fastball just missed, so 1-0 now here. Lights on out here at Buchholz. This is outside now, so 2-0. A 2-0 offering coming up here from Noah Marshke. And a called strike. Well, the 2-1 coming up here to Lewis. Lewis swings through and strike number 2, so even count now 2-2. And that misses outside, so the count now goes to full. Gage Honeyegger in the on-deck area for the Rangers. Three-two pitch on the way from Noah Marshke here. And a called strike number 3 for out number 1 here, the second inning. That's the second Serb-Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout here tonight for Noah Marshke. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serb-Pro for the number 1 choice and cleanup and restoration. So 1 out now here for Gage Honeyegger. Gage, the left fielder here for the Rangers. Marshke set the pitch. Misses away, so 1-0 now. Marshke's 1-0 offering on the way. Swung on and missed, so strike 1 here. So 1-1 the count here now to Gage. Carson Orheim, the hitter in the on-deck circle here for the Rangers. Stevens Point with a couple hits here. And Marshke misses inside now, so it's 2-1 now. And Marschke misses out, so hitters count 3-1 here to Gage. One out here. Top half inning number 2. A 3-1 pitch from Marschke here on the way. The ball misses high, I believe, so a base on ball.
Now batting number 24, Carson.
No, Carson Orheim coming up here. With Honeyegger over at first. One out here. Marschke checking back on Opiola. He'll swing it over to Opiola at first, checking on Honeyegger over there. Josh playing first base here tonight for the Sixers. Marschke throwing back to Opiola there. And a called strike to Orheim here now. So 1-1. Stretch the pitch, swung on and missed. Strike 2 now here to Orheim. Count now 0-2. Marschke's 0-2 pitch. And that will be a strikeout, and the third Serb-Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout here tonight for Noah Marschke. Calls Jamie Wenzel at Serb-Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. 2 outs now here for Josh Dekarski. Pitch misses outside. So 1-0 here now to Josh. Swung on and missed. Throw down to first, not in time. Count now goes 1-1 here now to Josh. The 1-1 count here. And they'll check to see if he went. They'll say he did not. So count goes 2-1 now. Jackson Skowski, the on-deck hitter. Marschke throw back over to Opiola, checking over there on Honeyegger. 2-1 here still. Top half inning number 2. And a called strike, so count goes even now to 2-2. Marschke with the 3 strikeouts, the 1 walk. And here with 2 outs, top half inning number 2, and the 2-2 offering. A called strike 3, and that is out number 3, and that also is the 4th Serb-Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout tonight for Noah Marschke. Called Jamie Wenzel at Serb-Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. 1 1/2 innings are in the books here. We will move to the bottom half inning number 2. Stevens Point coming up. So no runs, no hits, no errors. Move to the bottom of the second. Listening to and watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back in a moment.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun. Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
All right, we are back out here. Bottom half, inning number 2. Matthew Ostrowski here to lead things off here for the Sixers. Matthew playing second base tonight. We've seen Matthew in a couple different spots here. He's pitched here, I know. He pitched back in Rapids on Saturday. Caught some games here as well. Plays second base, of course, the Rosholt product, and just finished off his sophomore year over in Rosholt. So 2-0 now here. Fouls that one back into the fencing here, so 2-1. Bottom half, inning number 2. Started just after about 7 o'clock here tonight. The rains came and left. Thankfully, and hopefully they will stay away. And a called strike here now, so count moves to full here to Ostrowski. And Ostrowski will walk here. He'll be down to first. And catcher Dayton Kobach coming up here now. Dayton, one of those other catchers here for the Sixers. And a bunt place, and a pretty nice bunt at that. That will not only get the job done in terms of Ostrowski going over, but the overthrow will end up getting Kobach down to second with runners in scoring position now.
Now batting, number 24, Caden Weinferter.
So Caden Weinferter here will come up here with nobody out here, and a couple runners on, and a pinch runner looks to be Braden Marschke out at second. And Ostrowski over at third. Nobody out here. Weinferter swings on and fouls that one back into the fencing here. Ball misses outside, so 1-1 now here to Weinferter. Stevens Point with a couple of hits on the board here tonight, early goings. Up one here, 1-0, swung on and missed. May have gotten a small piece of that, but regardless, it will be 1-2 now here. With Ostrowski over at third. And Braden Marschke down at second. Ball. That's hit out of play, foul. Souvenir is definitely worth a sprint for a lot of folks here. And another one there. Probably in nearly the same spot as the last one. That might be one of those 2-for-1 deals, depending on who got there first. 1-2 offering here from Orheim to Weinfurter on the way. Pitch misses down low. Ostrowski coming in, barreling in, and he slides in there. He will be safe for the second run here for the Sixers, and Braden Marschke will end up at third now. And a 2-2 count here to Weinfurter. Nobody out here. And that is a called third strike. That'll be the first out here. 3 strikeouts here for Orheim here tonight. And that'll bring up the top of the order here. Noah Marschke, base hit and a run scored. Back in inning 1 for Noah here. So Braden Marschke down at third. A 1 count here. Orheim's offering. Breaking ball just missed. So 1-1 now. Orheim set here. His 1-1 pitch misses, so count now goes to 2-1. The 2-1 offering hit right over to second, hit sharply. That'll be out number 2. Landon Freeman there to make the play there for Rapids. Peyton Flees coming up here. Peyton flew out to left in his first at-bat. He looks at strike 1 now here. So 0-1 here to Peyton. Pitch misses outside, 1-1. Ball lifted in the air. That's play will be made over there for out number 3. That's Braden Lewis here to retire Flees for out number 3. We are through 2 innings complete here. A run does come across here. No hits, no errors. 2 in the books here. Stevens Point out front 2-0. Third inning coming up here. Listening to and watching American Legion baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Inning number 3 coming up here momentarily.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine-free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
All right, back out here. Inning number 3 coming up here. Rocky Rococo's Pan-Style Pizza and Pasta is always a Stevens Point favorite for dine-in, takeout, or delivery. Always supporting local and always an easy and affordable choice for your next family night out, fast food on the go, or even your next catering for a party or work function. Enjoy Rocky Rococo's in Stevens Point.
Now batting for the Wisconsin Rapids Rangers, Jackson Lashkowski.
And Jackson Lashkowski here. Center fielder here tonight. His first at-bat coming up here. And a called strike one. Oh no, Marschke back for his third inning of work here tonight, Noah. And he's certainly looked very sharp here thus far. Of course, Noah, the recent SPASH graduate. And that ball hit out of play. A souvenir for someone here, and I believe those are worth some concession goods. So 0-2 count coming up here now. Pitch misses down though, so 1-2 now here to Jackson. Landon Freeman, the on-deck hitter here for the Rangers. Top half inning number 3, Stevens Point up 2-0. Couple hits, couple runs. That ball fouled off, so count now remains 1-2 here. So both these teams were in the Rapids tournament just 6 short days ago or so here. And that's called strike number 3. For out number 1, that's another Servpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Noah Marschke. Call Jamie Wenzel at Servpro for the number 1 choice. And cleanup and restoration. So 1 out now here for second baseman Landon Freeman. Now the lefty versus lefty matchup here, in Landon pitch misses low, so 1-0 now. Marschke's 1-0 offering misses outside, so 2-0 now. And a swing and a miss. Fastball in there for Marschke. Moves the count now to 2-1. Two-one offering here from Marschke to Freeman. This is down though, so a 3-1 count now coming up here for Landon Freeman. And that will be ball 4, so Freeman aboard now with a base on ball with 1 out here. And then top of the order, and Brett Simonson coming up here. Brett 0 for 1 here tonight.
For the Rangers, number 8, Brett Simonson.
Another lefty versus lefty here. A fair amount of lefties, I would say, I guess, just by my general observation. So called strike 1 here to Simonson. With Freeman down at first, 1 out here, 0-1 count coming up to Simonson. Marschke will check back on Freeman over there at first. Freeman checking back on, beg your pardon, Marschke back over, keeping Freeman nearby. So a 1 count coming up here now to Simonson. A swing and a miss. Pitch misses up now, so our count goes to 1-2. And pitch outside, so 2-2 now coming up. And a called third strike for out number 2. And that's another Serb-Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Noah Marshke. Called Jamie Wenzel at Serb-Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Marshke with 6 Serb-Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts here tonight. And this is Caleb Ellis here, 0 for 1 tonight. Ball misses high, and Freeman will get down to second now, putting himself in scoring position here for the Rangers. Caleb, another one of those left-handed hitters here for the Rangers. A lefty versus lefty. 1-0 count now coming up. Fastball misses inside, so 2-0 now here to Ellis. A swing and a miss. Fastball in there for Marshke. Count 2-1 now, 2 outs. Top half of third here. Very little wind tonight. Turned out to be a pretty ideal night for some baseball here. American Legion Baseball and Zaleski Sports. 2-1 count. Coming in with the fastball, so now 2-2 here to Ellis. Should Ellis reach Cannon Plum, the on-deck hitter here for Rapids. Two count. Misses out, so count goes full now. So Freeman down at second. Full count, 2 outs here. And a swing and a miss for out number 3. And that's another Serb-Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout for Noah Marshke tonight. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serb-Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Bottom of third coming up here. Stevens Point out front. 2-0. No runs, no hits, no errors in that half inning for Rapids. Stevens Point coming up. You're listening to and watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back in a moment.
Hi, I'm Shai from Next Step Prosthetics. 5 years ago, we opened our practice to provide life-changing prosthetics that are both comfortable and functional.
I would definitely recommend Shai.
Shai is very compassionate, caring.
We've grown to serve patients throughout Wisconsin. We want to thank them, their families, and providers who have trusted us on their journey.
Go to Next Step, because it's going to change your life.
Why wait another day? Call to set up a free, no-obligation evaluation. Let us take the next step together towards a better life.
Let your job journey begin at Express Employment Professionals. Find hundreds of employers looking for a candidate like you, all in one place at one time. And let Express Employment help connect you with your future career. With locations in Stevens Point, Wausau, Marshfield, and Medford, you'll find local jobs right in your community, including direct hire and evaluation to hire opportunities. Express Employment specializes in light industrial, skilled trades, professional, and office careers. Begin your job journey today with Express Employment Professionals at expresspros.com.
All right, back here, bottom half, inning 3 coming up. One of our many game day sponsors tonight, Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetic and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step and contact them today. Also brought to you today by Express Employment Professionals. Has relationships with all the local businesses and job openings. Call or stop in at Express Employment to find the right career path for you. So Kate and Adam leading things off here in bottom half, inning 3 here. Orheim is back out for his 3rd inning of work. And called strike 2 now here to Adam. Adam walked back over in inning number 1 here for the Sixers. Orheim's 0-2 offering. Hit sharply down the line. That'll be a base hit. And Caden Adam with a single here to get the Sixers started, and the mishandled throw there. So Adam will end up at second now. And that will bring up Coy Carlunas. Coy 0 for 1 tonight. And Adam over in scoring position here for the Sixers, out at second. And that pitch misses, so 1-0 now here to Carlunas. Kyle Madlena, the left fielder, over in the on-deck area here for Stevens Point. Adam down at second, bunt. That'll be bunted foul, so 1-1. Bobby Opiola, of course, coaching over at third, and Brendan Klisch over at first, it looks like, tonight for Stevens Point, as far as the coaching staff goes. And Orheim misses in now, so 2-1 here to Coy. That one's fouled off. Count now even 2-2. Breaking ball just missed now, so count is full here to Carlunas. Rapids will be back in action, assuming my game changer stats are correct, here on Tuesday. They'll be hosting Wausau Tuesday the 25th. Hit on the ground over to third. Play will be to 1. And throw gets away here, and that'll move Adam to third, and Carlunas will end up at second on the E5.
Now batting for the Sixers, number 20, Kyle Madlena.
And Kyle Madlena, 1 for 1 here tonight. Kyle, the left fielder, hitting tonight in the 5th spot for the Sixers. One of those guys that we mentioned, I think, maybe a couple of times in some of our broadcasts, a track athlete during the high school season, but a pretty good baseball player. Plays Certainly the multi-sport athlete. A couple runners in scoring position here. And that pitch misses, so 1-1 now to Madlena. Josh Opiola, the on-deck hitter for Stevens Point. Nobody out here. Couple runners on it. Adam over at third and Carlunas at second. And Orheim misses, so 2-1 now here. Stevens Point out front here, 2-0. Early goings, bottom half inning number 3. Madlena will foul that one off. Count will go 2-2 now here. Shuta Funeral Home is your local family-owned and operated funeral home committed to serving families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable funerals. Shuta Funeral Home of Stevens Point and Plover. A new baseball in play here. Of course, conditions probably maybe just a bit more wet than normal. Had a intermediate amount of rain before this game, but fields have done a nice job in terms of drying out here. So 2-2 count here to Madlena. Nobody out here. Caden Adam over at third and Carlunas out at second. Stretch the pitch. Madlena hits that out to center. We'll see if it's got enough distance to tag the runner. They will wisely not tag up there, so one out here. Madlena lies out to center for out number 1. That was a good sequence there. So Adam wisely stays put over at third here. And Josh Opiola 0 for 1 here tonight. Showing bunt. He'll get the bunt down, and that'll score a run. And the sack bunt for Josh Opiola.
For the Sixers, number 5, Matthew Ostrowski.
So Carlunas will end up at third. Caden Adams scores a third run here. 2 outs here for Matthew Ostrowski. He walked and scored a run back in inning number 2 here for Stevens Point. Orheim 2 outs here. Pitch misses in here now, so 1-0 to Matthew. Dayton Kobach, the on-deck hitter here for the Sixers. Ball hit over to third. Good play made. And that will be an error, they'll call it. Looks like an E5 here, so Carlunas will come in and score. And Ostrowski aboard with an E5 here. We'll get a mound visit here. We'll stay right here unless there's a pitching change. Rock and Roll Cafe. Treat the whole family to breakfast or lunch at the Rock and Roll Cafe. That's Mexican and American dishes. Cooked to perfection daily on Stanley Street in Stevens Point. Also brought to you tonight by Staub Construction. Staub Construction is a premier builder of municipal and industrial water and wastewater treatment systems in the Midwest. Staub Construction, a 100% employee-owned company. So Carson Orheim will stay put here. Stevens Point out with a 4-0 lead. Just the 3 hits, the 4 runs. The errors from Rapids have costed maybe a couple runs anyways. So 4-0 here. Ostrowski at first here. Orheim's pitch bunted by Kobach, bunted foul. So 1 coming up here. Ball misses high, so 1-1 now here. Dayton reached on and air his last at-bat. And that pitch misses, so 2-1 count here now to Kobach. Caden Weinfurter, the on-deck hitter here for Stevens Point. Orheim working from the stretch. Pitch misses down low now, so 3-1 count coming up here. And ball 4, so Kobach will be aboard now. In all likelihood, a pinch base runner for Dayton. And it is, and that's Braden Marschke. Another mound visit coming up here. Looks like we will have a pitching change. We'll be back to tell you all about it. 2 outs here, bottom half of inning number 3. You're listening to and watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
After a couple years of a job that doesn't fit, it's time for more money, more opportunity. That is where Mid-State Technical College comes in. Would cooking be a good fit? Try on a career in welding. Perhaps the outdoors suits you better. Or maybe helping people is a better fit. No matter your path, we've got cutting-edge classes with field-trained professionals and better tuition options, making Mid-State the perfect fit.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
All right, we are back out here. Pitching change here. This looks to be the left-handed Gage Honeyegger coming in to pitch, the lefty here. He started the game out in left field. So Orheim gave up the 3 hits, 4 runs, and I believe maybe only one of those might be an earned run, although I'm not 100% certain. I'm still kind of trying to review my stats here in the book that I'm keeping, but Gage Honeyegger will come on here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 3rd here, and he'll have Caden Weinfurter. Cheese Pleasers in Bancroft is a local hidden gem filled with all the finest cheeses, snack sticks, cheese curds, and cheese trays. For Wisconsin's finest cheese, stop at Cheese Pleasers right off I-39 in Bancroft. So a couple more warm-up pitches here for Gage Honeyegger. Gage, the lefty, tonight. He'll be in relief for Orheim. Carson with 2 2/3 innings worked here tonight. And Caden Weinfurter coming up. Caden 0 for 1 tonight. Called strike here to Caden, so 0-1 now. Ostrowski out at second. Braden Marschke over at first. And a called strike too, so quickly 0-2 now here. And a swing and a miss, so Gage Honeyegger comes in and gets a third out here with a strikeout. That'll be 3 innings complete here. Couple runs do score with a base hit. Score now 4-0 here. We'll move to the 4th inning of play. Stevens Point out front 4-0. You're listening to and watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here in a moment.
You're gonna love home furniture. Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture. West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Why work for Staub Construction?
Everybody around you is just family.
Everybody seems to bond together and get along good, and
They, I believe, truly care about their employees.
Staub has a great benefits package.
Staub is an employee-owned company that puts a large emphasis on work-life balance.
And everybody wants to see everybody succeed.
it's a good place to work.
Join the team at Staub Construction. Apply now at staubco.com.
All right, we're back following that Staub Construction commercial here. One of our many game day sponsors here on Zaleski Sports here tonight. Noah Marschke will be back out for his 4th inning of work. We move to the top half, inning number 4. Stevens Point out front, 4-0. And Cannon Plowman will lead things off here for Rapids.
Rangers, number 12, Cannon Plowman.
Cannon Plowman here. Cannon 0 for 1 tonight. Marschke misses outside, so 1-0. Noah with 7 strikeouts through 3 innings. Working here in the 4th. And a called strike here to Plowman. And while there's lots of baseball left here, no doubt, Noah has looked very sharp here early goings, top half inning 4. Ball hit out to Fleas in center. He'll take a few steps to his left. And he will retire Plowman for out number 1. The F8 if you're scoring at home. So 1 out here now for Braden Lewis. Braden 0 for 1 tonight here for the Rangers. Marschke set the pitch. They called strike 1. Ball hit sharply foul. That's going to be over near the concessions area. So it's 0-2 now out here to Lewis. With Gage Honeyegger in the on-deck circle for Rapids. 0-2 count, 1 out. And that ball hit pretty well over to second, but that will be second out here, the 4-3 if you're scoring at home.
For the Rangers, number 7, Gage Honeyegger.
That's Matthew Ostrowski there making the play. 4-3, and that brings up Gage Honeyegger here. He walked in inning number 2 here for Rapids. A lefty here who pitched that last out in his last inning in relief. Marschke set. Pitch misses now, so 1-0 here to Honeyegger. So the 1-0 offering from Marshke on the way. And that misses out now. So 2-0 here to Gage Honeyegger. Carson Orheim, the on-deck hitter for Rapids. Marshke working here with 2 outs. And a 1-1 count coming up. And a called strike, so 2-1 here now to Gage. As we mentioned, Noah with the 7 Jamie Wenzel Serb-Pro strikeouts here tonight. Through 3 2/3 innings pitched here thus far. And that's number 8 and strike number 3. For out number 3, so 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors. The 8th strikeout here tonight, and that's another Serb-Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serb-Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Bottom half, inning 4 coming up. Stevens Point out front, 4-0. You're listening to and watching American Legion baseball here tonight on Zaleski Sports. Back in a moment.
Shuda Funeral Home in Stevens Point and Plover is your local, family-owned and operated funeral home providing families with compassionate, individualized, and affordable services when you need it most. The loss of a loved one is a difficult fact of life that Shuda Funeral Home will ensure you won't have to face alone. Shuda Funeral Home will guide you through the process from in-person visitations to creating obituaries and tributes. Pre-planning can also be a great way to ease these topics for your family. Learn more at shudafuneral.com or bring your questions and stop in.
Good day, my name is Ken Hyman and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Peach Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, we are back out here, bottom half of inning number 4 coming up here. One of our many game day sponsors tonight, Little Scholars Child Care. Little Scholars and Little Scholars Beginnings are 2 beautiful child care and preschools. And Stevens Point offering early childhood learning for infants through 4K. You'll find great facilities and a comfortable environment to help your child grow. Visit littlescholars.com. So Noah Marshke will lead things off here for Stevens Point. He's 1 for 2 here tonight with a run scored. And he has pitched incredibly well here for the Sixers. They are out front 4-0 right now. And Gage Honeyegger on for his 2nd inning of work here for Rapids. A lefty-lefty match up here. 1-0 now here. And that looks to be Braylon Smola, the on-deck hitter here. Looks to be pinch hitting in the number 2 spot here in Braylon. Called strike, so 1-1 now. And a swing and a miss here, so 1-2 from Honeyegger to Marshke. That ball hit out of play. Troy Madlina sprinting for that one. Oh wait, no, that's not right. A 1-2 count coming up here. That ball hit pretty well. That'll be playable, however, for out number 1. And that was Brett Simonson out there to make the play for out number 1 here. Bottom half. Inning number 4, Braylon Smola coming up here. Pinch hitting here tonight in the 2 spot. And he looks at a ball down though. So 1-0 now here to Smola. Caden Adam over in the on-deck area here for Stevens Point. Smola's first plate appearance here tonight. Honeyegger misses down low now, so 2-0. That ball hit pretty well. That'll fielded cleanly for the second out. The 6-3 ground out for out number 2. If you're scoring at home, that was Caleb Ellis making the play on that. Completing it to Braden Lewis over at first. 2 outs here now for Caden Adam. Caden 1 for 1 tonight. He had a single, a run scored, and a walk here thus far. So 1 for 1 here for Caden. So 1-0 now here to Adam. Pitch misses, so 2-0 now. Coy Carlunas would be the on-deck hitter should Adam reach here. And Honeyegger's pitch in there for strike 1. So 2-1 now here to Adam. And a swing and a miss, off-speed pitch perhaps. So 2-2 now here. And Honeyegger misses down low and outside. So full count coming up here to Adam, Caden Adam. And that is called strike number 3 to retire Caden Adam for out number 3. So Honeyegger works at 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 4 innings in the books here. We move to the 5th inning. Stevens Point out front 4-0. You're listening to and watching American Legion Baseball here tonight on Zaleski Sports. We'll be back here in a moment.
When it comes to vehicle maintenance and repairs, Stevens Point knows you can always put your trust in AutoSelect. Keeping up with vehicle maintenance is often an inconvenience, but with locations on Highway 10 East and Church Street in Plover, AutoSelect will have you back on the road in no time. Enjoy their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty, along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. Quality, dependable, automotive care experts you can trust. In Stevens Point and Plover, at AutoSelect, you're good to go.
If you're looking for delicious, you've found it at Rock and Roll Cafe in Stevens Point. This family-oriented 50s themed cafe is open 7 to 3 daily with a great diverse menu of American and Mexican breakfast and lunch options. Enjoy dine-in or carry-out 7 days a week and always served quickly, fresh with a smile. For the full menu and more about this local Stevens Point gem on Stanley Street, visit rockandroll.cafe.
All right. 5th inning coming up here. Stevens Point with the 4-0 lead here with Carson Orheim to lead things off here for Wisconsin Rapids. Rangers post 9 here. Fleet Farm has everything you need for summer fun on the water. Check out their huge selection of kayaks, water towables, fishing gear, and more. Shop and store at a store near you or online at fleetfarm.com. So Carson Orheim will lead things off here tonight. Top of the 5th here. Carson 0 for 1 tonight. Noah with 8 strikeouts through 4 innings pitched here tonight. 5th inning of work on the hill for Noah. And that ball driven out of play and foul. 1-0-1 count now here. So the 0-1 count here. A swing and a miss, so 0-2 now. That one fouled off, may have gotten a piece of Kobach there perhaps. So the count remains 0-2 now here. We're in the 5th inning. Stevens Point out front 4-0 on those 3 hits. And a fairly fast-moving game tonight at that. It's been, thus far, a pretty dominating performance here for Noah Marshke. Although, as we always like to say, there's lots of baseball left here. Games are never over until that last out in the 7th inning. So we are in the top of the 5th here. The 0-2 offering from Marshke to Orheim. And a drop third strike. Orheim going to get down to first. So that'll bring up looks to be a pinch hitter here in Jordan Zeligowski, I believe. So Jordan Zeligowski. Pitch misses down, though, to Jordan. Jordan Zeligowski here. Swung on and missed, so count now 1-1. With Orheim down at first. So 2-1 called strike. So 2-2 now here to Zeligowski. Pitch misses high now, so count goes full. And Jackson Leskowski, the on-deck hitter for Rapids. And a swing and a miss, and that will be another SERB-Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout here tonight for Noah Marshke. Call Jamie Wenzel at SERB-Pro for the #1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Jackson Leskowski here coming up with 1 out. Orheim down at first. Landon Freeman, the on-deck hitter for Rapids. And Marshke's first pitch misses outside, so 1-0 here now to Jackson. So 2-0 now here to Jackson. So the 2-1 count coming up here. Marshke's 2-1 pitch hit over to first. That'll get through, and I believe we'll see if they score that a hit or not. And they will. So the first hit tonight for Rapids in the 5th inning here, and that's Jackson Laskowski. Ball was hit hard. Would have been a really tough play no matter how you slice that. So a hit. The runner's at the corner now with 1 out. And Landon Freeman coming up here. Landon walked in his first plate appearance. Marschke working with 1 out here. Runners at the corner. Laskowski over at first. Orheim over at third. And a 1-0 count coming up here to Freeman. And a called strike. Count moves to 1-1 now here. Marschke checking over there on Laskowski at first. So 1-1, 1 out here coming up. And a swing and a miss. Marschke going with the fastball. The fastball in there for 1-2 now. And that is a called strike 3 for out number 2. And that'll be another Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout here tonight for Noah Marschke. You can call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. And if my math is correct, that's 11 now tonight for Noah. Generally, my math is pretty close to being correct most of the time. But I have him for 11 here tonight. Runner going, a swing and a miss. The throw down to second, and that'll be overthrown and out into center field, and a run will score. So Orheim comes across for the first run here for Rapids. And Laskowski down to third. And Brett Simonson here. Brett 0 for 2 tonight. And Laskowski down at third. 2 outs here now for Marschke. Stevens Point out front 4-1 here. Marschke misses fastball outside, so 1-0 now to Simonson. And a called strike. So it's 1-1 now here to Brett. Marschke's 1-2 offering. Bobby, Coach Opiola will check on that. It looked like it was foul tip, and Kobach was able to hang on to it, at least from this vantage point, although the count will be 1-2 now here. 1-2 to Simonson, 2 outs. Marschke set the pitch, misses, so count goes now to 2-2. So the 2-2 offering coming up here. That ball hit. That's going to be... Play will be made out there by Kyle Madlena for out number 3 to retire Brett Simonson for the F7 if you're scoring at home. A hit, a run, no errors. Beg your pardon, 1 error it looks like, but we will move to the bottom half of inning number 5. Stevens Point out front 4-1 here over Wisconsin Rapids. You're listening to and watching American Legion baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Bottom half inning 5 coming up here. Back in a moment.
Rocky Rococo. My pizza. Pizza. Hands down pizza. I love it. Cheese sauce. Toppings and spices. You'll love it too. Rocky Rococo. Whole pie or slices. Hot, thick, chewy, crunchy, saucy. Rocky Rococo. Pizza. Rocky Rococo.
All right, we are back out here for the bottom half of inning number 5 here tonight. Wood Street Rentals, no matter the job, big or small, look to Wood Street Rentals to get the equipment you need to get the job done, offering a wide range of equipment needs and delivered to any job site. Look to Wood Street Rentals in Stevens Point. Tonight's game also brought to you in part by Culligan Water. Get Culligan Water for only $9.95 a month. For the first 3 months, visit Sterling Culligan Water at CulliganH2O.com. So Coy Carlunas will get the Sixers started off here in the bottom half of inning number 5. He reached on an error back in inning 3 and scored a run. So Gage Honeyegger out again for his 3rd inning of work here, the left-hander. And the count 1-0 now here. And Plowman will go and say a few words to his pitcher and Gage Honeyegger here. We're in the bottom half of inning number 5 here. Stevens Point with the 3 hits, the 4 runs. Wisconsin Rapids with the 1 run. And that's a called strike here to Carlunas. And that'll be a swing and a miss for strike 2 here from Honeyegger to Carlunas. And that ball fouled back into the fencing here. So 0-2 now here. And that is a swing and a miss for out number 1. Honeyegger with his 3rd Servpro Jamie Wenzel strikeout here tonight for Wisconsin Rapids. And that'll bring up Kyle Madlena here. Kyle 1 for 2 tonight. Ball hit foul over there, look out. 0-1 now here. And Madlena lifts that one out of play and foul. So 0-2 the count goes now here to Kyle Madlena with Josh Opiola over in the on deck. Circle for Stevens Point. Ball misses, so 1-2 now here to Kyle. So 2-2 now. Here the count. Kyle, again, 1 for 2 here tonight. And that ball going to be lifted. We'll see if it gets out of play, and it will. Into the front bleacher there. Getting just out of play. The count now still remaining 2-2 here to Kyle Madlena. 1 out here. Bottom half of inning number 5. And Honeyegger misses high now, so full count coming up here to Kyle Madlena. And Madlena with a good at-bat, he'll walk, so he'll be aboard with a base on ball. And Josh Opiola coming up now.
How about for the Sixers, number 23, Josh Opiola.
He had the sack bunt RBI back in inning number 3. And Honeyegger working with 1 out here in the bottom of 5. And a swing and a miss. He's pitched pretty well in what we'll say is longer relief here tonight for the Rangers. So Josh bunts that foul. And that'll be a double play. You have 2. You have 2 then to 3. So no runs, no hits, and no errors here. We are through 5 complete. Stevens Point out front 4-1. You're listening to and watching American Legion baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back here for inning number 6 coming up.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflatiri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
All right, we're back out here for inning number 6. Noah Marschke back out on the hill for Stevens Point here. His 6th inning of work tonight. He has 11 strikeouts. And Caleb Ellis will lead things off here for the Rangers. One of our many game day sponsors. Want to give thanks to our game day sponsors tonight. Lee Ayers Jewelers, Lines and Designs by Kelly, Point Insurance, and Premier Auto. So we move here to inning number 6. And Caleb Ellis will lead things off here for the Rangers. Caleb 0 for 2 here tonight. And Marschke fires strike 1 now. 0-1 now. Breaking ball in there, strike 2 now. So quickly 0-2 to Ellis. Ball misses high now, so 1-2. And a called strike, a little bit extra on that one, no doubt about it, for the 12th Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel. Strikeout here tonight for Noah Marshke. Called Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number 1 choice. And cleanup and restoration, 1 out here now for Cannon Plowman. Cannon is 0 for 2 here tonight. And that ball misses. Side here, so 1-0. And strike 1 called to Plowman. So 1-1 now here. Braden Lewis, the on deck hitter for Rapids. They trail 4-1 here. And Marshke fires in strike number 2 to go up 1-2 now here. Ball going to be hit out of play and foul. Young fan chasing down that one. So count remains 1-2 now. So the 1-2 pitch here now to Cannon Plowman from Noah Marshke. Noah set. And the pitch misses outside. 2-2 now. So the 2-2 offering outside. So count goes full now. So the 3-2 offering here from Marshke to Plowman. And they'll see if he went. And that will be strike 3. That will be another Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout here for Noah Marshke. Call Jamie Wenzel at Serve Pro for the number 1 choice. And cleanup and restoration, 2 outs now here for Braden Lewis. Braden 0 for 2 tonight. So Marshke with 13 Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts here tonight. So the 1-0 offering here to Lewis. Misses outside and high, so 1-0 now. Or 2-0, I beg your pardon. And a called strike. Marshke catching the corner there. 2-1 now. So a 3-1 count coming up. Hitters count to Lewis. And Gage Honey Yeager in the on-deck circle here should Lewis reach here with 2 outs. Marshke working from the stretch his 3-1 offering. As a called strike. So count now goes to full. And that ball hit foul. So Lewis stays alive here, full count. 2 outs. Top half inning, number 6. Stevens Point out front, 4-1. Marschke's 3-2 pitch is going to be fouled nearly the same spot as the last one. Count remains full now here to Lewis. And hit sharply, but Marschke will glove it, field it, and retire Lewis for the 1-3 putout. 4 out, number 3. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors. We move to the bottom half, inning number 6. Stevens Point out front, 4-1 here. You're listening to and watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back in a moment.
Rich, creamy, and fun. Point Craft Soda. Caffeine free, made with 100% real sugar. From Stevens Point Brewery.
All right, we are back out here at the bottom of the 6th coming up here. And certainly one of the tales of tonight's story has been Noah Marschke out on the hill tonight. Just utter dominance, I would say, although still baseball out in front of us yet. Game certainly not over, but to this point, Noah has been sparkling, we'll say, out on the hill. So just been a dominant performance from the left-hander. And Matthew Ostrowski will lead things off here for Stevens Point. Mutual of Wausau Insurance is protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. So Honeyegger will be back on in relief here. He has pitched very well tonight, I would say, in long relief here. Of course, Carson Orheim started the game off here for the Rangers. So Matthew Ostrowski will lead things off here. He reached on an E5 back in inning 3, walked, and scored a run over in inning number 2. His third plate appearance coming up. And pitch misses, so 1-0 now here to Ostrowski. And called strike 1. So ball misses now, so 2-1 to Matthew with, looks like Zach Richter, the pinch hitter in the on-deck circle here for Stevens Point. We are in the bottom half of inning number 6, a 3-1 count coming up here now to Matthew Ostrowski. And called strike 2. And a swing and a miss for out number 1. So Honeyegger with his 4th strikeout here. 1 out here now for Zach Richter. So Zach pinch hitting here tonight in the 8th spot. Zach, if you recall, just a couple short nights ago had that walk-off winner against Wausau around the 10 o'clock hour on a Tuesday night. And that was to give the Sixers their 5th win of the year on that that point in time. So Zach with a 2-0 count now here, 1 out. And Caden Weinfurter, the on-deck hitter here for Stevens Point. And a called strike here to Richter. Count goes to 2-1 now. Pitch misses high, so 3-1 to Richter. Zach's first at bat here tonight. And Zach will be aboard with the walk here. And that'll bring up Caden Weinfurter here. 0 for 2 here tonight is Caden. So now we'll get a brief pause here. Zach Richter out at first. Honeyegger set the pitch. A swing and a miss for strike number 1. So Gage in long relief tonight is pitched incredibly well, in my opinion, here. Quickly up 0-2 now here to Weinfurter. Here's probably arguably the difference, I would say, in this game. That ball hit pretty sharply up the middle. That'll be a base hit for Weinfurter. Richter going to third, the throw to third. And Weinfurter with a single here. Richter goes to third. And Weinfurter will end up at second.
Number 34, Noah Marshy.
So Noah Marshy coming up here, 1 for 3 tonight. He had a base hit and a run scored back over in inning number 1. I think that may have been just the first hit surrendered by Honeyegger here. In what would be his, we'll say, 4th inning of work here in relief of Orheim. Called strike. So an 0-2 count now here to Marschke. That ball going to be hit. That's going to be a tough play, but a good play made there. The 6-3 scoring at home. Route number 2, but a run will score.
Now batting for the Sixers, number 21, Braylon Samola.
So Zach Richter comes in to score. And Weinfurter down at third. And Braylon Smola coming up here. Braylon 0 for 1 here tonight. He'll foul that one off. So a couple runners in scoring, actually, beg your pardon, just the one runner in scoring position. Richter came across to score the 5th run here for Stevens Point. Weinfurter down at third. Bottom half inning number 6 here. Ball misses high now, so 1-1 here to Smola. And a swing and a miss for strike number 2. 1-2 now here to Smola. Ball misses down low, so 2-2 now the count. Caden Adam, the on-deck hitter here for Stevens Point, should Mr. Smola reach here for the Sixers. Honeyegger's pitch hit on the ground over to second. Staying with it for the 4-3 putout to retire Smola for out number 3. A hit, a run, no errors, 1 left. We'll move to the 7th inning here. Last call for Wisconsin Rapids. Peyton Fleas looks like he'll get the ball here for the 7th. Stevens Point out front, 5-1. You are listening to and watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. Back in a moment.
Hello, Wisconsin. Phelps Dairy Store in Stevens Point is your spot for family fun, Wisconsin style at the farm. Come have an ice cream or some of their daily made fresh cheese curds while observing the robotic barn milking the cows. Ask for a tour of the farm or let the kids see the cows up close. Various Wisconsin-made dairy and beef products, seasonal decor, and outdoor activities are just the start of the family fun that awaits you at the Phelps Dairy Store, just a half mile from Walmart in Stevens Point. Phelps Dairy Store, food, family, and fun.
All right, we are back here. Peyton Fleas in relief here of Noah Marschke, who went 6 full innings here. He had 13 strikeouts. I believe there was a hit in there, although we'll validate that here afterwards. Just the one hit, if my math is correct and I scored it correctly. Not technically not the official scorekeeper, but in any event, Noah in line for the win and pitched absolutely outstanding tonight. Mowing down 13 hitters tonight. 13 Serve Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeouts. So Peyton Fleas will be in relief. We saw him pitch on Saturday in the first of 2 games over in Wisconsin Rapids at the Wisconsin Rapids tournament, and Peyton got the win there against Onalaska. So he'll be on to try to close this one out here for the Sixers. And Gage Honeyegger will lead things off here for Rapids. In the top half of inning number 7 here. Fleas, the right-hander, misses outside for ball 1. That ball fouled into the fence material here, so 1-1 now. About a half dozen, well, actually probably more like 8 or 9 baseballs in the fencing here. Climb that and be good for a token apiece, possibly. Wouldn't recommend climbing it though. As a safety insurance type person, I would not recommend climbing to get those. So the 1-2 count here now to Honeyegger. And that ball going to be hit over to second. And a good play there by Matthew Ostrowski to retire Gage Honeyegger for out number 1. And that'll bring up Carson Orheim now. Carson scored a run back in inning 5. Peyton Fleas working here with 1 out. A relatively quick-moving baseball game. That ball is going to be lifted out of play and just gets foul there. So 1 coming up here from Fleas. And that's going to be fouled down the line. So 0-2 quickly now to Orheim. Jordan Zeligowski, the on-deck hitter for Rapids. 0-2 coming up here from Fleas, the pitch. And that will be strike number 3 for out number 2, and that's a Serb Pro Jamie Wenzel strikeout there for Peyton Fleas. Called Jamie Wenzel at Serb Pro for the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. So 2 outs now here for Jordan Zeligowski. Jordan 0 for 1 here tonight. He came in as a pinch hitter in the number 7 spot for Josh Dekarski, I should say. So 1-0 now here to Jordan. So Fleas misses down low. So 2-0 now to Jordan. We'll have our Nasonville Dairy postgame shortly following the conclusion of this one here. That ball hit pretty high into the air. And that'll drop in for a base hit, and Zeligowski going all the way. And he'll wind up at second. And that's, yeah, there'll be a base hit. Nobody got to that. So Jackson Leskowski here, he had a base hit. So he is 1 for 2 here tonight. Zeligowski down at second. Peyton Fleas working here in the top of the 7th with 2 outs. That ball hit up the middle. That'll be fielded there. Tough play. And the play will be made. A good play there for the 6-3 and out number 3. And that is a final out here at Buchholz Park. Stevens Point comes out of here with a 5-1 victory tonight. We'll have our Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Hopefully get a few words with Coach Opiola. Probably talk to Noah Marschke, I would imagine. Nasonville Dairy with fresh cheese curds made daily. Get your fresh cheese curds, Nasonville Dairy in Marshfield Curtis or NasonvilleDairy.com. A final again here, 5-1. Stevens Point gets the win here tonight. 3 in a row here. Again, we'll have our Nasonville Dairy postgame show with Coach Opiola, hopefully a player, likely Noah Marschke. And you've been listening to and watching American Legion Baseball here on Zaleski Sports. A final again, 5-1. Back here with our Nasonville Dairy postgame show momentarily.
Good day. My name is Ken Hyman, and welcome to Nasonville Dairy here in central Wisconsin, Marshfield, Wisconsin, as a matter of fact. Nasonville Dairy actually goes back to 1885. We are the oldest plant in Wood County. When our father brought us here in the early 1960s, we ran 7,500 pounds of milk a day. We now run 1.8 million pounds of milk a day. We buy dairy milk from 200 dairy farmers here in central Wisconsin, produce it, and ship it all over the world. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Fear, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Keflatiri, Kefla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. This has allowed us to go to a lot of different countries. Our furthest accounts are now in China, Japan, Canada, Saudi Arabia. We do ship to Mexico, as well as a number of other places throughout the world. This is what we call Cheese Making 101. We tried to walk you through the cheese plant today, and we're in hopes that you see our people, what they're doing, and the amount of work that goes into producing the products that we hope you enjoy. We make a lot of different cheeses. We make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmer's Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Freer, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, 20 different flavors of Monterey, as well as making Edam, Gouda, and Munster. And the cheese be with you.
Come right here. You guys are off till Tuesday now, huh?
Yeah. For some reason, they didn't want to practice on Monday.
I can't imagine that. All right, we are back out here at Zaleski Sports, Stevens Point. Third game in a row, third game here tonight. You guys come out of here with a 5-1 victory over Wisconsin Rapids. We'll start, Coach. We had a dominant pitching performance tonight, I think, no doubt about it, and we'll get to that a little bit with Noah Marschke here. But walk us through this game tonight. It's 3 games in a row, 3 home games. You guys are off now until Tuesday. Give us some insight about tonight's game, though.
Yeah, we'll start at the mound. I love when my pitchers throw strikes and he pounded the zone. Once again, 3 games in a row. I said it before. We stayed in a rhythm. We're getting at bats. We put the ball in play. Not many hits today, but put the ball in play and scored some runs.
Yeah, you did. I mean, you scored some runs. Not a ton of hits, but I know there were a few errors from the Rapids squad, and sometimes those errors and maybe a walk here and there is really the big difference in a game like this. You guys are off now until Tuesday. How do you prepare until next week? I mean, you guys have played a lot of baseball in the last week and 2 days here.
Right, so the boys are going to be off until we play next week. So hopefully they come back ready and hungry to win some more baseball games. And we're going to come a little earlier, have some more batting practice, maybe some more extra infield before we play our next game on Tuesday.
Well, good. Coach Bobby, that's just 3 games in a row. You guys go 3-0 in these last 3 games. Certainly satisfying. You guys are off now till Tuesday. We'll let you get some rest in here. Have a good night, Coach.
Thanks. Have a good weekend.
That's head coach Bobby Opiola here, the manager, head coach here. We'll turn things over to Noah Marschke tonight. Noah, you were utterly dominant. That would probably be the best way I could describe it. I had you for 13 strikeouts, no hits technically in that 6 innings. You were working the strike zone. That velocity was as good as I've seen it personally, and I've only seen a few of your games here, but talk tonight about the performance.
I mean, I just had a lot of faith in our defense that made me throw strikes. We got on the board early, so I could really mix my pitches in. So, great team, scored runs for me and played good defense behind me. So, that's all I could ask for.
Yeah, they really did. I mean, defensively, you played a nice game tonight. You guys had 3 games in a row. That's a lot of baseball. I mean, you guys, you're in the Legion season. It's definitely the grind. You got a lot of baseball in front of you. You guys are off now till Tuesday. What will you do now over the next few days before you get ready for next week?
Definitely ice, maybe go on a run, and just take care of my body, arm care stuff, and lots of rest. So that's what I'll be doing these next couple days.
That seems like a pretty good plan. Noah, anything else before we get you counted down in the Zaleski Sports Highlight House here tonight?
I don't think so.
All right, well, I'm sure you know the drill. So we will we'll count you down here. We'll go 3, 2, and 1.
I'm Noah Marschke, and I'm in the house.
That is Noah Marschke. Nice job tonight. Noah Marschke, our in the house Zaleski Sports highlight house player tonight. He had the 13 strikeouts, no hits technically in the 6 innings that he threw tonight. Very much in command of his pitches tonight. Stevens Point now 7-2 on the record. They're off now until next Tuesday. They will be away. They've had a nice listing of home games here. They'll have some road games coming up. But again, a final out here, 5-1. Dan Lau was on our production staff tonight, did a great job as always. Brandon Barancott here on the call tonight. Have yourself a very good Thursday night. Again, a final here from Buchholz Park. Leo Cub Manchesky to be exact. Stevens Point 5, Wisconsin Rapids 1. Have a good rest of your Thursday evening, everyone.